Welcome. In front of me is a General Mobile GM8 Go, and today I'll share with you a couple tweaks and tricks that I can do on this device. So we're going to begin with a simple one, which is the airplane mode, and the use for it will be a little bit different. So normally when you enable airplane mode, it will disconnect from anything that you are connected, so that includes Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and cellular network. And by disconnecting from cellular, it will basically disconnect from the tower that you are connected to. And when you disable airplane mode, so now if I enable it, it basically disconnects from everything, and now turn it off, and now it's going to connect to basically back up to everything that it disconnected from. And by connecting now, it's going to also connect to the closest cell tower. So if you had some kind of problems with calls being unclear, basically they were cutting off certain words of it, and just generally bad call quality, this should help by connecting to the closest tower and thus improving how well you basically can have a call. Now, moving on, we're going to go into something else, which this device isn't necessarily the fastest one, so I guess this is probably a good option. So when you go into the settings and scroll down, we should find something called Dura Speed right here. And just make sure that this is enabled, which it is right now. And what it will do, you can actually disable it, and it will give you a message that it will boost the foreground app, which is the one that is open. So at this moment it would be the settings, and also turn basically other apps that are running in the background to prioritize the one that is open. So what it means is just more speed in general for the app that you're using at the moment, while everything else is just being limited. But considering this device is fairly slow, it will help you by just doing the simple tasks that you're trying to achieve at the moment. So moving on, we're going to go into the developer options, and what they have is reducing animation. So like I also said, this device isn't the fastest, so the animations don't look really good. They're kind of janky, jaggedy. They're not animated fully unless you open them a couple times. Otherwise they just kind of like glitch out or just skip frames. So I'll probably go into the settings, and then let's go to system and tap on the about phone 7 times. Now, mind you, if you have some kind of passcode or other methods of locking, you will need to confirm it. So let's just let the app crash for no reason. So once more, build number, tap on it 7 times, and as you can see, confirm your pattern. So let me just try it, and you should see the message, you are now a developer. Now if we go back, disregard this, whatever. If we go back, where am I still in about? There we go. To system, you should find a new option called developer options. From here, tap on it and scroll a little bit past halfway, so right to here, and you will have a couple different options. Now for some reason they're all over the place. Not really sure why. Normally, and most other phones, they're all set to 1, but here apparently window animation is disabled, transition animation is half speed, and animation duration is just normal. But basically those 3 options that you're looking at are responsible for all the animations of the device. So any kind of window opening, closing, you can change it right here. And you can enable it if you want, but I would advise to setting it to off, and that will basically remove every animation. So as you will see now, there is no animation of zooming in, out. It's just all instant, and the device cannot really handle those animations anyway, so it's not like you get to use them to its full potential, and without them you will actually be able to use whatever you're trying to open just that little bit quicker than the animation would take to open it. And the last thing that I wanted to show you is associated with if you would have some problems with the device. So if it's crashing, you're getting some kind of weird pop-ups, for instance ads or stuff like that on your display, which if you're getting ads, they're usually associated with some kind of app that you might have installed. But disregarding that, if you're getting any kind of problems, you can always enable safe mode. And what we'll do is just disable every app that you have installed and only keep the essential apps active. So phone, messages, and stuff like that are basically just from the beginning on the device. And any other app will not be able to function. So to do it, you want to hold power key and then tap, or not tap, but hold power off. So once you hold it, you will get reboot to safe mode. Once you tap on OK, it will start the reboot. So let's wait for it to actually turn on. And once it's on, you should see a little message right here saying that the device is in safe mode. And at that point, only the essential apps will be active. And like I said previously, if you had some kind of problems with something that would display you ads or any kind of problem with the device, and safe mode, if it still persists, then that means that something happened to the device, but we're now talking more in terms of if you have problem with just catching, for instance, Wi-Fi, then that is more of to do with just the device itself. If it's not working in safe mode, it will not work normally anywhere. But ads, if you are getting stuff like that, some kind of viruses or whatever, they will not be able to work in safe mode at all due to that limitation. So you can see there's safe mode, and now the device only has the essential apps active. And if you want to leave this mode, all you really need to do is just once more hold the power key and then select restart. And this time, once it's back up, we'll be back in the normal Android system. So I just wait for it to turn back on. And there it is. So you can see that the message is gone and the device is back in the normal mode. So that would conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I want to share. And if you found any of them helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.